Hello YouTube and welcome back. In the last episode we started what is probably my least favorite galaxy in Gold Leaf. But in this episode we are going to finish it and move on. So we got a Cosmic Mario race to start. Yeah, I'm sorry that we're still doing Gold Leaf, but I just needed to pause. Because it was a good time for an episode pause anyway, and like whatever. Like we can do the last 2 stars now. Cosmic Mario Forest Race, and it's not really a forest. It's like it's hardly a forest. We're actually gonna travel on the observation deck up there. Like so this is weird. I've never liked that they pop these things in. It just makes the world feel so unrealistic. Or not unrealistic. Because the whole game's unrealistic. But I don't know how to describe what it makes me feel, what makes me think of it. It's so tenuous, so random. Random's a good word for it. I want to figure out how to do that boost. I swear there's a way of doing a boost in this game, but I'm not sure. Especially after the last Cosmic Mario race we did, which was, what's it called? Was frickin' Freeze Flame. I couldn't remember if it was Freeze Flame or I kept wanting to say Shiver Burn. Like, again, the Freeze Flame is a better galaxy than Shiver Burn, but frickin', what's it called? The name Shiver Burn is just so ingrained in my mind. I just think it's a much better name. I guess because, like, I don't know why, because I was trying to think of why. I think I just like the Shiver Burr. Like, I like the burn, like the Shiver Burn, like the R, as compared to the Freeze Flame, which is the F's. But, I don't know. I'm trying to think. Oh, yeah, Hailfire. Well, Hailfire Peaks just sounds cool. Because Banjo-Tooie, Hailfire Peaks. But my biggest issue with Hailfire Peaks, as a name, is that hail is obviously an ice thing, and fire is a fire thing, but hail fire could mean raining fire, like hailing fire down onto things, which is just purely fire. So you only have to, because I don't even know if it's spelled the same. It might be spelled the same? I don't know, I can't remember. Yeah, so I don't know, just, the name Freeze Flame isn't as catchy to me as Shiver Burn. Again, Freeze Flame is better galaxy than Shiver Burn in my opinion, but it's whatever. Anyway, we got a hidden star. This hidden star is very simple. We come around here, there's a bubble. We get in the bubble. And then we hit this bell. Oh, we just hit the bell with our pointer. That's random. I feel like I can never remember if you actually have to hit it with your pointer or frick. No. Oh, frick, this part's kind of annoying, because you are timed on this. Also, you've got music, but I'm focusing. No! No! Oh my god. There we go. Yeah, very easy. Again, I kind of prefer this to being just a random Hungry Luma, but the star is so whatever. Just adds to Gold Leaf being whatever. It's not a bad galaxy, and again, it's not even the worst. It's not bad, it's not even the worst. It's just there. It's just fine. Oh, speaking of, well, just thinking of things I was going to talk about. Yesterday I saw the Demon Slayer movie. So as I mentioned, I'm an anime fan. Well, I should talk about Demon Slayer in a sec. We're going to do Galaxy now. What's this? We got Seaslide. Oh, Seaslide's not bad. Yeah, it's not bad. I don't know. It's not. I guess I do remember now that I'm thinking about it. The engine room does kind of have a case of like not as good as, like Gold Leaf isn't as good as Honey Hive. Seaslide isn't as good as Beach Bowl. Like that, but Seaslide is better. Seaslide at least has its own aesthetic. No, that's not a good word because it's the same exact beachy aesthetic with the penguins. We get the same freaking music, but it's got a different layout. At least that's a good way. It's got a very different layout because Seaslide is built around the fact that it's a giant circle. I do like these penguins, the different colored penguins that are like the racers. You try to swim with a shell. What's going on? This is one awesome loop of an ocean, but that big hooligan is causing trouble and keeping us out of it. Okay, what's going on with him? Hey, Blue Toad. We came here to find a power star, but there's something freaky in that water. No way I'm going in. Oh, thanks. Just telling me to go in. Hi, Captain Toad. So that's the hooligan that's been causing trouble? Yeah, well, I'll teach him. Are you really? I'm surprised he doesn't say something like, "Oh, I've got a headache." so good. But once we get into the mission, I'll talk about Demon Slayer. Let's swim up to this guy. Guppy's his name. Now, who do we have here? You're from some friend of those penguins. Let's get something clear here. Landwalker, this sea is mine, see? If you want it back, show some gills and make it through 8 rings. Yeah, this is... I think it'd be cooler if this guy was like a boss fight, or we actually had to race him. But, like, all you have to do is swim through the rings, and it's really easy. Especially since you can just spin. And then once we get this red shell, now the mission's basically over. Now we just have to swim through the 7 rings. So this will give us a tour of Seaslide, and it will show you the different like areas of this world, which again is kind of cool. Makes it more unique than Gold Leaf was. It distinguishes itself from Beach Bowl. Anyway, Demon Slayer movie. So yeah, I'm a big fan of Demon Slayer. I wasn't expecting to see the movie. I was kind of thinking like, oh, I'll just wait. But then I heard good things, and I wanted to see it, and I was just curious, and I had time yesterday, so I went to go see it. It's a bad movie. So what I mean by that is that I like Demon Slayer, so I thought it was good. I thought it was fun. Like it told a... Well, we'll get to that, but it was good. I liked it. I like it because I'm a fan of Demon Slayer, and it's the continuation of the story, and everything they do with Akaza is interesting, and Kaigaku was interesting, and Doma's interesting, and Shinobu, and Kano, and Tanjiro, and Giyu. Like, it's a good... I like Demon Slayer. It's a bad movie, because it doesn't... Like, so the last Demon Slayer movie... Also, that was it. That was the star. That's super easy. I like the tour of Seaslide, and it introduces us to this guppy guy, but it's really not anything special. Not bad for a landwalker. Well, I'm a fish of my word. This sea's all yours, buddy. Ah, that was easy. You're welcome. Thanks a bunch. Way to go. Surf's up again. What do you say, Captain Toad? Come on, talk to me. Yay, Mario! I was gonna teach him a lesson, but you beat me to it. Freaking love Captain Toad. Yo, I was just about to do that. I was so close. I was gearing up. I was warming up for the big tussle. So yeah, Demon Slayer's a bad movie. The last Demon Slayer movie, The Mugen Train, was a better movie. It didn't really explain much of the story, but like it was the last movie was an entire arc. It was the Mugen Train arc, which means an arc has a beginning, middle, and end. This movie was part 1 of 3. There was no real beginning, no real middle, and it was all middle, I guess is what I'm saying. It was all middle. Because, like, they don't explain anything, and the only reason why you would know it is if you knew Demon Slayer and you were going to see it. So, like, it's not a good movie. Does that make sense? As a movie, it's bad. As a part of Demon Slayer, it's good. The animation is obviously stunning. Demon Slayer animation has always been stunning. I just kind of wanted to say that, because, like, it's not that it was bothering me, but it's kind of like just kind of on my mind because it's really popular right now. But like it's not good as a movie. Another thing really bothers me. We'll talk to these guys. I'm not much of a swimmer, so I'll just watch from here if that's okay. I mean, you don't have to race if you don't want to. This is the guy we want to talk to because he's got the interesting like gold yellow things on his face. I think, does he have a name? Bet you can't beat me. Wanna race? Down for... I do love these penguin racers. Again, they're so cool. I like the penguin race. I wish this guy had a name. Hi, Captain Toad. Seems like that hooligan is finally going to straighten up and swim right. Pretty intimidating, huh? You say I'm intimidating? Here's a little tip for you. If you pass through those underwater rings, you'll speed up. Yeah, I like this guy just becomes a face of Seaslide. Again, Seaslide distinguishes itself enough from Beach Bowl that I like it. We've got a penguin race starting. You want to hop in? I mean, I'm not a penguin, but sure. All right, this race is on. The colored penguins that never get used ever again, but it's cool. So, my biggest issue with Seaslide is that the stars are very similar. So, the last star, our mission was to go around in a circle around Seaslide. And in this episode, our mission is to go around in a circle around Seaslide, but it's a race. So, like, it's basically the same thing. Like, you get the shell, and then you go through Seaslide. That's basically it. Which is pretty lame. Pretty lame. Again, I like Seaslide enough, but it's a pretty lame gimmick of a star. But I did like the movie, because, again, I like Demon Slayer, and I was happy to see it. And my biggest, complaint, now that I'm thinking about it, is I have to wait 4 fucking years for the final movie. 4 years! 4 years! Like, the next one comes supposedly coming out in 2 years, and they don't even have a due date. Fuck that! Like, Jesus Christ, I can't, like, any momentum that this movie has, I will be impressed if it's still there in 4 frickin' years. Because, like, the average age of the person going to see this movie is not gonna care. Like, I don't think they could care about it in 4 years. In 4 years! That's nonsense! Also, that was the star. Again, super easy. You just get the shell and you go around in a circle. I like you, Seaslide, but you're not that great. Here's a gold medal champ. I do like this penguin guy. I think he kind of shows up in the background of other stars, which is cool. But also, oh, Green Toad's working on something. Let's go talk to Green Toad. I don't want this stupid shell. Got a random enemy hanging around here. What's up? Good job. Okay, thanks. I was expecting him to say so. Ouch! Like, friggin' Koopa's gonna kill me. Captain Toad, did you say something now? A power star! Yeah, we've never seen one of those. Let's go, and I knew you had the right stuff. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, we can do another star of Seaslide. I think the next one is the most unique, in that we, again, go around in a circle around Seaslide, but it's a little more interesting than that. It's not just a speedy racer in a circle around Seaslide. But yeah, oh, I got a Hungry Luma. And next episode. We're gonna continue with Seaslide because we're in the middle of it. We're just gonna continue on. Oh, we got a cosmic comet. What did I get? Guess what it is? We got a race around Seaslide, and it's like a race around Seaslide is just the name of this freaking galaxy. Ugh. If it weren't for the penguins and Guppy, like, Seaslide would be really boring. Underwater Cosmic Mario Race. And Captain Toad. Captain Toad's freaking amazing in every context. Oh, I guess you do have to get out of the water at some point. And I guess we don't start in the water. But it makes me think of, the Demon Slayer movie not coming out for another 2 years. Makes me think of Beyond the Spider-Verse. So, like, I have definitely talked about, I've obviously talked about superhero movies quite a bit on this channel, but I like a lot of the Marvel movies, obviously. I've made a good amount of videos. First couple of videos were about Spider-Man. But I didn't love Into the Spider-Verse as much as most people. I liked it. Don't get me wrong. It's a very good movie. I liked it a lot. The animation is stunning. But I didn't love it. I really didn't like what it did to Spider-Man as a whole, because now every Spider-Man thing thinks it needs to be Spider-Verse, which is also frustrating. But Beyond, and then there was Beyond the Spider-Verse. No, was it Beyond? No, it was Across the Spider-Verse. Into, Across, then Beyond is the last one. Across the Spider-Verse came out a year or two ago at this point, and there's no, like, the sequel hasn't even come out with a trailer, and they keep changing the release date on it, and the second one ended with a frickin' cliffhanger. Like, these are bad decisions. These are bad decisions. They don't get penalized or knocked enough for these terrible fucking business decisions to end stories on cliffhangers and say, oh, by the way, you're not going to get an answer to this for another year or two. Like, I kept comparing it to how Infinity War ended. Infinity War ended with a huge cliffhanger. Huge cliffhanger. Like, everyone's dead is how it ended. But the Endgame, which hadn't even had a name at the point, but Endgame was already known to come out in a year. You already knew the end was coming. Like, you already knew that the sequel was coming. So even going into that movie, you knew the sequel was coming out in a year. I think they'd even picked the release date. This whole, we're going to leave you on a cliffhanger and then maybe not tell the story, whoops, is fucking ridiculous. Everyone's not really, yeah, so we got silver stars to find. So yes, we do have to go around in a circle, but we got to find silver stars. I swam until my flippers couldn't flap anymore, but I didn't see any silver stars anywhere. So I don't know if that guy's meant to say it or meant to imply it, but basically what he's saying is that there's no water, there's no silver stars in the water, which is a very big help. So that's definitely something to note, because a big part of this, freaking hell. A big part of this galaxy is outside of the water, so. But yeah, that just bugs me to no end. This whole, like, cliffhangers that might not end, like, you might not get answers to. Like, screw that idea. Like, That is a bad story. That is bad storytelling. Like, I don't care. And, like, again, people just gush over Across the Spider-Verse and Into the Spider-Verse. And, like, again, they're very good movies, but I just don't like they put, like, that puts a huge asterisk on them, like, it's kind of like if you were talking about any kind of story and you didn't get to the end of it. Like, can you call it a good story if you're not at the end of it? I don't know. I could have sworn I saw something on top of that massive mangrove. Thanks. Yeah, that just, I don't know, that just bugs me to know. We got a Hungry Luma, we're gonna move on. Cannons, what did he say? Cannons are so much fun! Wee, boom! I like that the bees are here. Tilt R, change the direction you're looking in. You'll hear a buzz when you can't change your view. They're just telling you about the camera now? Wow. If you hadn't been using the camera. Also, I think, is there a silver star up there? I want to say there is. Yeah, there is. Okay, that's what I was going to say. I was going to avoid this cannon because I didn't want to talk to the Hungry Luma, which we're still going to avoid the Hungry Luma. Also, this is the thing that the Green Toad was working on in the last episode, which is cool. I love that. The continuity. And we got our next one. And then I don't care about that life. I do not need that life. Yeah, just bad storytelling. Bad storytelling. I don't like it, and that's what's bothering me more than anything. And everyone always says like complains about the Marvel movies, and that they're all interconnected. You can't follow it. Which, I mean, sure, but like, you were never meant to follow all of it. You're just, if you're really invested, like, they make a lot of good references, but I think 99% of those movies work as standalones. Most of them work as standalone movies. There's very few that don't, in my opinion. It bugs me to no end that the only ones that people want to talk about are like Infinity War, Endgame, Civil War, the ones that, like, you really do have to know the universe and the characters to get what the story is about. But, like, I don't know, like, it just bugs me. It just bugs me to no end. Hey, Blue Toad, what's up? If you want to go see the captain, just use this star. Wait, where's the captain? Where's the captain? Did I miss him? Oh, did I miss? Oh no, Captain. That's right. Captain Toad just gave me a really lame thing that said, "Oh, they're silver stars that we're looking for." So I know we got to get to the center, but I think we need to get to the center by using the mangrove in the middle. I like this. I like using the shell and riding on top of the water like this. It's really fun. You don't have to worry about air. Huh. I didn't expect to get that worked up about that stupid topic about movies, but like, it just bothers me. It just bothers me to no end, and I hate that, like, they had to promote Fantastic Four of, like, you don't have to know anything about any of the other movies. This isn't a standalone universe. There's no interconnection. But, like, fuck, like, come on. I mean, it didn't even do that well at the box office anyway, even though it's just crying because I really liked it. It's gonna be very sad when they inevitably stop or inevitably change drastically. So I don't know. It just what I'm really thinking about is I'm really not looking forward to the end of Doomsday and Secret Wars with the soft reboot, with the reboot, I should say, because I don't feel like it's necessary. But like, all that matters is what's profitable. And so if they make profit off of doing a reboot, then they're just going to do a reboot, and that'll just be it, and I'll just have to suck it up, which is depressing and sad, but I get it. Like, I get it. It's just capitalism and money, because that's all everything boils down to. I love when I'm talking to someone, and they ask me a question, like, the answer's money. The answer to 90% of the questions of the world of why the world is the way it is because money. If money was different, if capitalism wasn't capitalism, the world would be a different place. And I'm not, like, it just is. And it's not good, it's not always good, it's not always bad. But the good things happen because of capitalism, and the bad things happen all because of capitalism. The answer is money, money, money. Money makes the world go round, and that's all that matters. The reason why I get 0 views is because of money. Because they've decided that, like, the little person like me isn't worth helping in YouTube. So they're just like, well, fuck it. He doesn't get enough views, so why are we going to promote him? Why are we going to help him? That was stupid. Hi, Guppy! What's up? I checked around, but there's nothing between here and the lighthouse. So I just went through there, so that's cool. Then we can turn this on. And this should... Yeah. That gets us to the center with a really cool thing. I really like that water tube. But we need a bee power-up. We need a bee power because we can't jump on these clouds as Mario. Yeah, we can't jump on the clouds as Mario. So yeah, we'll take this, I guess. We'll go to the center, because we can't use B Mario here anyway, because we could travel through water. What am I here for? Well, I know there's a thing above at the top. Yeah, there it is. There it is. And hey, it's Panguru! Oh, well, there's the launch star to get back. There's all kinds of hubbub in Seaslide. What's going on? I don't know, you're just an old man living in the middle of nowhere. Panguru's place. Yeah, this is where it tells you his name. I do like that. Okay, we need to get B Mario here, so we're gonna take some Sling Stars. Yeah, thanks for yes, we have to get to the top of the mangrove, but we need B Mario. So we need to take B Mario over there. So I don't know the best way of doing that. I think the best way is probably. Can we get to Captain Toad? Well, actually, I don't know. Well, yeah. Hopefully, we can get back to Captain Toad from here, or the island with Captain Toad. Because now, if we go back here. Because we can't obviously be in the water with B Mario. It's kind of like an interesting little puzzle. Wait, what did you say? What did you say? Even worker bees get a holidays, you know? Everyone gets holidays. I have to work a lot, but I do get holidays. Oh my god, another one's telling me about that. Are you the same guy? Are you the same guy just in a different location? God. If you're already at the freaking engine, and like where you need at least like 50 stars, and you don't know how to control the camera, like come on. Like, the training wheels should be off. And we gotta get to the top, but I'm not sure. There, that's what I need. I was like, there's gonna be a branch that's a little higher up than the one I'm on. But yeah, I like this. I like the star because you're traveling around Seaslide. You're not just in the water. Like, we've done 3 stars just going in the water around Seaslide. We had the first one, the Penguin race, and then the Cosmic Mario race. Like, we've done enough of that. So I like that the Silver Stars, you really have to kind of explore. And again, it just introduces you to I just like that. It introduces you to the world, the characters, there's the penguins hanging around, the Toad Brigade, Guppy was hanging about. Like, that's why I like Seaslide. Seaslide feels like a place. But I guess Goldie feels like a place. It just feels like a place you've been before. So, like, deja vu the galaxy. Anyway. That'll do it for this episode. We still got another star in Seaslide, but we also got the Hungry Luma. So the next episode might be a bunch of interconnected things because we get the other star in Seaslide, which I'm trying to think of what that one even is. I'm not entirely sure. Oh no, it's the Hungry Luma. Right. We get the Hungry Luma in Seaslide. We get the Hungry Luma outside outside the engine room. We got stuff to do. In the next episode, we'll feed some Hungry Lumas and then continue on with our Galaxy Quest. Ha! The movie. Anyway, see you guys later.